pretty impressive, and I'm glad.
Luar biasa
So I
ini
would
yang
say if you aren't a vegan, you should put Toraja onto your bucket list. Okay. Holy
ini,
shit. Holy fuck.
Ini, kenapa begini nih guys? Kenapa begini nih guys? Coba komen. Oh ya, cantik guys. Saya sampai tidak dapat bercakap guys. Apa-apa, tiada lagi kata-kata guys. Ini memang cantik. Assalamualaikum, kumaha damang guys, sampurasun, sarang wilujeng sumping ke channel Abdi, balik lagi bersama saya BDT dari Borneo Sabah guys, akan menemani teman-teman semua di dalam episode reactions kali ini. Hari ini guys, Bule ini pertama kali ke Sulawesi dan reaksinya luar biasa sekali. Bule ini benar-benar kaget dan kagum sama budaya Indonesia yang tidak bisa ditemukan di negara manapun guys. Jadi kita akan nonton video ini bareng guys. Selalu kita react tentang Indonesia tapi jarang-jarang tentang Sulawesi guys. Dan kali ini kita akan nonton Bule yang menjelajah Sulawesi dan benar-benar kagum. Ojo lali guys, di subscribe channelku, jangan lupa klik like, komen, dan share. Dan aktifkan tombol lonceng supaya teman-teman tidak ketinggalan video-video lain yang bakal saya react nanti guys, oke? Tanpa buang-buang waktu, kita nonton bareng video ini. Let's go, 1, 2. Kita bersinar, BDT buka mata dunia, Sabah dan Indo, satu frekuensi sama irama, silaturahmi lewat video kita terus maju. BDT channel, reaksi bikin bersatu.
After the ceremony this morning, one of the tour guides gave me the exciting news that he found word of a Manene festival happening in the area. And that is the main thing I wanted to see here. It's that Day of the Dead in Sulawesi, where they bring all of the bodies out of the grave. It looks intense. I was so bummed because I did so much research before coming here and could not get answers from anyone about where and how to see a Manene festival. But the tour guide didn't have a lot of information about it. He just said it's somewhere in this town, ask around when you get there. And I got lost in some super dodgy roads for like 2 or 3 hours. Kept asking people the whole way. They're like, oh, that way, that way. And when I finally got there, they were like, festival ended 3 hours ago. People there were so friendly. They gave me rice, they gave me pork, gave me coffee. They offered for me to spend the night there. The whole drive here was gorgeous. I'm gonna recommend a drive north for everyone who goes to Rante Pau, because the whole Toraja area is beautiful. And even though I didn't see any dead bodies, it was a hell of an experience. Okay.
Nah, ini apa? Dead body.
Okay. Here I am in Terpana, Sulawesi, Indonesia. This river is divided by a Muslim community, a Christian community.
Bersebelah saja.
It felt good crossing that bridge, seeing churches
umat
on one
Kristen
side,
dan Muslim. Dia terbagi dua.
Wah,
punya
I found
cantik
out that
guys.
sadly 20 years ago there was a large bombing at a market which killed 22 people. Sadly, it looks like that river is actually very divided.
Wah guys, cantik kok Sulawesi.
Attention
Guys,
travelers in Tomahan. They just closed the mountain today. Supposed to be a beautiful hike. I heard many people hiked it yesterday, but they literally just put the sign up today and closed it today. I wanted to hike this mountain today, and when I got to the trail, there were maybe 10 people standing there saying, you cannot hike this mountain because we're trying to preserve the nature.
Oh.
And I see 20 people walking down the trail, and I'm like, what about these people who just hiked the mountain? They trespassed. Well, are you going to do anything about that? No. So basically, you can hike this mountain if you show up before 8 a.m. when there's no one working.
Okay.
And it's totally okay to trespass if no one's standing there telling you that you can't go up.
After almost 20 hours with a shared ride, I am finally in Empana, which sounds like empanada. But we're not in South America, so where does it get that name? I don't know. And this is my final stop before I take a ferry to Tokian Island, which is one of 2 islands which are known as the poor man's Raja Ampat. Diving almost as good, but it's not Raja Ampat.
Raja Ampat. Wow.
Dari Beach, which is probably the main
Ini pun masih di Sulawesi ini kan, Pulau Torian
I was very lucky to get accommodation last second here.
Punya main cantik guys, masya
I only got
Allah.
1 day. And they usually do group activities. and I was not able to reserve any group activities because I couldn't contact them ahead of time after I made the booking because I had no data at the last place I stayed at. I was able to see jellyfish links. That's probably the most, so at least it's not the most common thing. So the most beautiful dive site is Indonesia, which is an active volcano. You can hike the volcano too. That would have been really cool. The other really popular place to go is Malenge, which is a beautiful beach area with a long walking bridge and a community of people that live on the water, which is supposed to be really culturally interesting to check out. And I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't contact them ahead of time. The person at the crappy beach resort that I stayed at yesterday tried to convince me, oh, there's no one going to Malenge. Too far. I'll contact them for you. She never contacted me before. They actually had a boat leaving today. I asked if I could join. Oh, full capacity. We would have gotten a bigger boat if we knew that you were coming. I got screwed. So the good news is I found some people taking a boat to Malenge today. And they told me I could hitch the ride, explore for 2 hours, and take a ride back. So I was able to make it here, even though I missed the tour yesterday. And I really have to hurry because there is a 5 p.m. ferry ferries per week that go north. So I really gotta make this quick.
Gila kalau saya, gila lah.
So I've gotta say that this is the coolest area of Togian Island. There's even some backpacker guest houses.
Indah.
And they're obviously all booked this time of year. It's a gamble if I stay here for 4 days. Because yesterday I found nothing to do because I didn't plan anything in advance. So I would just hope that activities pop up for me in the next 4 days. But I might just be sitting around for 4 days if I decide not to take the ferry today. So I gotta go. So this market here in Tomahan is pretty famous because they eat literally everything. Dogs, cats, bats, snakes, rats. Apparently dogs are a bit of a delicacy, and them being Christian, a lot of dogs actually get snatched up around Christmas time. So pet owners will keep their dogs at home around Christmas time because people want to eat dogs for Christmas.
Anjing boleh dimakan guys. Ini pasar paling ekstrim. Ular, kelawar, banyak guys. Exotic.
After asking around town for a bit, I found a place that serves bats, snakes, and dogs. But apparently you have to reserve a day ahead. I wasn't going to eat dog. I wanted to try the snake though. If you want the location, send me a message. I have successfully summited the highest peak, Sulawesi, by myself without a guide.
Peak tertinggi di Sulawesi.
I received several warnings last night when I told people that I'm doing this by myself. And there's a few concerns. I just realized the days are really short here. I only have 12 hours. And 2, apparently a lot of the trails are different than they used to be. I might get lost going up the wrong trail. So I'm giving myself a turnaround time of 1 p.m. So if I don't make it to the top in 7 hours, then I'm turning around. This is the first 30 minutes of the day getting up the wrong trail, but there's a beautiful rainbow here. So at least there's a beautiful rainbow. Just 45 minutes from position 1 to position 3. And it took me about 1 hour
lain.
from position 1 to the base camp in less than 2 hours.
Secantik ini guys,
So I'm not going to recommend that everyone do this in 1 day. I made it to the top in 4 hours, guys. I mean, I am kind of fast, but 3 days in the tour to do this, that's just ridiculous. I just got done watching my second sacrifice ceremony in the past 2 days. I gotta say this, I don't support it, but I'm not against it, and I'm glad that I came. Because it is borderline animal cruelty. They don't kill the animals fast enough. You watch them suffer and bleed out. But I don't think it's that much worse than what happens in slaughterhouses all around the world, and they do eat animals. So going to these events is not any worse than going to McDonald's or KFC. I don't think. And it's important that they're preserving an ancient Austronesian tradition, because so many other traditions have been lost throughout the centuries thanks to colonization and forced religion. So the fact that they've been able to maintain this ceremony over millenniums is pretty impressive, and I'm glad.
Luar biasa.
So I would say if you aren't a vegan, you should put Toraja onto your bucket list. Okay. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Ini. Kenapa begini nih guys? Kenapa begini nih guys? Coba komen. Ya cantik guys. Saya sampai tidak dapat bercakap guys. Apa-apa, tiada lagi kata-kata guys. Ini memang cantik. Masya Allah. Luar biasa. Gila guys. Wah, guys. Masya Allah. Sulawesi. Cuma di Indonesia, guys. Cuma di Indonesia.
I just gotta take a moment to say that Toraja is just so damn charming.
Oh, Toraja begini cantik pulau kan?
Everyone needs to go here. It's been maybe an hour and a half
Padi
that
dia
I've
punya
been
cantik.
driving up the mountains here, and I gotta tell you that it's clicked in my head that Toraja is just a magical place. You get that
Gila.
feeling when you go to certain places in the world. The whole highway has stone graveyards along the way. You have the same traditional architecture on the houses. And it's just like rice fields and
Ladang
beautiful
padi.
scenery the whole way. It's
Oh.
rare that I get this feeling about anywhere. But Toraja is one of those places where it clicks in your head like, wow, I am somewhere unique, interesting, and cool, and I love this place. One other thing that I really need to get out there is that I've found the people of Toraja to be some of the friendliest people that I have met in all my
Orang paling
travels.
peramah dia
Despite
pernah
their
jumpa.
funerals being a
Orang
bit
Toraja.
brutal, they just want to share their culture with everyone. They're okay with you holding their dead baby's corpse and taking a photo with it. They want you to document.
Oh, guys. Itu betul-betul luar biasa lah. Satu pengalaman yang luar biasa kalau menurut saya, guys. Dan Indonesia memang kaya dengan budaya, khususnya Sulawesi, yang ternyata bisa bikin bule ini sampai terpana dengan keadaan dan keindahan Sulawesi. Heran kalau budaya Indonesia ini sering jadi sorotan dunia, kan? Bangga, pasti bikin kawan-kawan semua bangga menjadi orang Indonesia. Tapi itulah kerennya Indonesia. Budaya, wisata, makanan, keramahan orang-orang, itu yang membuatkan Indonesia itu beda sama negara lain. Apapun, saya pun rasa kagum lah guys sama Sulawesi ini. Ternyata Sulawesi itu banyak lagi sudut yang belum saya pernah lihat. Dan contohnya dalam video ini pertama kali saya lihat. Dan luar biasa, benar-benar luar biasa guys. Saya suka dengan apa yang saya baru lihat tadi video. Jadi apa pendapat teman-teman semua? Kalau menurut kalian, apalagi video yang kalian mau saya react? Coba komen guys di ruang kolom komentar di bawah. Sampai di sini dulu, moga kawan-kawan terhibur dan sampai kita jumpa di video yang akan datang. Terima kasih sudah meluangkan waktu untuk menonton good people. Assalamualaikum, salam Nusantara good people. Jumpa di video yang seterusnya. Yo teman-teman, ojo lali di subscribe yo channelku.